Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and we are back with more Path of Exile Anarchy, where today we're going to be going just kind of through some of the basics here early on. We're going to be heading back to the ledge, and we're going to do some leveling, and then let's go catch up on some quests that we missed before, specifically the medicine chest. Get this started. And it is entirely possible that I may have to stop here momentarily just to try and take care of some people that are next door, because what do you know, it's funny, I used to be the annoying kid next door that would keep people up, and now that I'm older I am the person that's annoyed that goes over there and scares the shit out of them because it's after midnight. But maybe this is why you shouldn't live next to people with a trampoline. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're playing Path of Exile. What I'm doing is I am leveling up on the ledge, as I mentioned in my last episode. This is a great place to grind. These skeletons die really easily. If I could just remember what potion I'm actually supposed to be drinking. So yeah, right now it's not so bad. And I do wonder when I will see a rogue exile. From initial reports I've seen of Anarchy, they are actually pretty rare. As in, you might see one per difficulty level, you might see 3. I don't know if we'll see one in Act 1 or not. But I am level 7. And I'm curious if my new microphone is actually good enough to catch the shouting that's happening outside right now, so I don't know if it is. Without going into too much detail, there is some unfortunate reasons why what's happening next door is happening, but that's just the area that I live in. Yay. Can't all be classy gamers, I guess. So we're just going around here, just trying to kill. Unfortunately, these cliff guys are actually chaos resistant, so we have to blow them up another way. Now, some people have said, and it could be true, that I don't need to go after that totem, it's a waste of time, but some people said, and it could be true, that actually going and continuing progressing through the world is better, or at least faster. And that's probably true. I mean, there is a lot to be said just about going through the world at a basic progression here. So we do have the upper submerged passage, so all we're going to do is just go back the other way. And if you control click the entrance, you can start a new instance of an area and go back that way. So we're now in a newly refreshed area. We did get one skill point that we're going to put in some life. I know we're not doing hardcore, but I still like to have a better life bulb earlier than not. So just lots of skeletons to kill. So, like I said, you do have blue text that says that the area can have rogue exiles. And it is something where you can get, they did add achievements the last, so be quiet. They did actually add achievements last time, or this most recent patch. They're called challenges, and some of them is slaying the rogue exiles. And there's only 13 of them total, so that tells you right there that maybe they're not the most common kind of enemies in the world, but they do apparently drop a full armor set or more, so it's kind of like a big loot pinata, sort of the special appeal here. So when I see it, hopefully it lives up to the hype, but I kind of went into this more also just excited about the fact that it's a fresh economy. It's kind of like a 4-month cycle. Just kind of a chance to start fresh with a lot of other people and see how that goes. Because if there's one thing I did like about Diablo 2, it's the ladder system and how you did get a fresh start every now and then. And then if you really wanted to have all your Uber gear from before, you could play non-ladder and do all that. So just keep killing these guys. Notice that my experience bar is still going up pretty well, even though I am level 7, which I think is even con with the zone. Yeah, this is a level 7 monster area. So Whalebone Rapier is something that a lot of Dex melee characters like to have because it's super fast, but this is a range ranger. Even though maybe I am missing out a little bit, they did buff melee quite a bit to the point where it's more viable, so there's plenty of people who've played this game quite a bit who are very excited to try some melee builds they haven't done before, but I just went with the ranger this time. If I do an onslaught video, I'll probably do some kind of melee marauder build, just because I'll be wanting to try something different, and I fully expect to die. If I die enough in hardcore, I will die plenty in onslaught. Like I said last time, I wouldn't be doing with any seriousness in mind. It would just be literally for my own amusement, and maybe you all's amusement. Alright. Once again, it's nice to have those guys' life bars show up and down. But now that we're level 8, there's not too much point for me to stick around here. Weathered carving, that's new. The earth rejects the dead, the earth ray class, so that's a little story item. I don't know what we're going to get from that because I'm currently surrounded by the undead. And that's a little more pressing than listening to a story box. Here. The earth of ray class rejects the dead, and yeah, look, there's undead. Okay. And I'm an exile, and I've been screwed. Now, I would like to get a better bow, but I don't know if that's going to be happening just yet. Medium life flask is worth upgrading right now, though. Even if I can't use it straight away, I should be able to pretty quickly. Don't know why I hit the option key as well, but it works. So it's possible I may get up to level 9, but I'm not going to worry too much. Act 1 isn't super difficult. Although I do tend to ignore this giant totem the same way I do others, just because it has so much life for all of the pain and suffering you have to endure just to fight it. Let's see, I am getting lightning, and I am getting stuff leveling up. And I don't know if it actually looks like it doesn't take chaos damage, so that kind of sucks. And it is giving me the shock debuff, so we don't want to do that. And at least I'm not on hardcore right now, but these little lightning things are not happy. Not making me happy at all. So let's see if I can just kill it here. Kaduku, the whatever god, is now nothing but a pile of burning rubble. Let's go ahead and get our health up just a little more. And split arrow is ready, burning arrow is ready, poison arrow is almost there. But the reason I am going to go back and do some other quest once I get to the next sort of obvious point is just, or the next waypoint, which I'm not sure is actually or not. Let's check. That's not the button, that's not the button, there we go. Is there a waypoint here? I think there is. Yeah, that's what that icon means. So if we can find a waypoint here, that'd be great. These dogs are actually really annoying to fight in packs, but it's a little more manageable with poison arrow. When I race, I tend to try and skip this area, but also when I race, I tend to run through and at least try and kite what I can. But because we're not racing today, I can go back and get those scrolls of wisdom, let those guys try and get me. And good, we have all the spammers going on in the new area, of course.
My mana is gone.
Alright. So let's just see if we can find a waypoint. I don't like the jumping goat men at all. And there's just a lot of things that are going to kill me. Hey look, someone says exactly kind of was looking. I went to escape Diablo 3 to avoid the spammers, and now there's a spammer. Yeah, welcome to the internet, buddy. It sucks. But there's only so much you can do. It's like one of the short stories, one of my favorite short stories from an anthology I read a while ago, which is, I forget the name of the author, but it's called If Sysadmins Ran the World. And pretty much the idea is that there's some kind of terrible disease fallout. People who are working in Toronto in some big tech tower live it out because everything is pretty much recycled air, filtered air, so it never got in there. And pretty much the issue, I'll write a waypoint. Pretty much the issue there becomes, so you have nobody's alive, but there's all these computer systems. It has nobody in it because they're all dead. Bots, 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 bots. So even if everyone else is dead, cockroaches and internet bots will remain. We don't even need the small life flask. We'll put the augmentation orb there, though. I don't really care about too many of these. The double of the 70 evasion rating is pretty good, so we'll see if that's the useful item. Life per second and stun recovery is better, plus a green socket, but it needs level 9, so I'll keep that in my inventory for now.
Be careful.
So, like I promised, what we're also going to do here today is do a little bit of catch-up work. There are some quests that I missed. So we're going to start by actually doing the medicine chest because it's going to give me a item that I really sure. So all we do for the medicine chest, the reason I wait for this, and this is just a habit from races, the encounter with the bad area, the enemy that has the medicine chest, can freeze you and you can get surrounded really easily. So it is a horrid, horrid place to go. It's actually still kind of dangerous for me even here, even with so much health. Even with, I think, 2 coral rings on. I'm pretty sure I have 2 on. Yeah, those are good rolls on those. So the first time I did a Let's Play of this, I remember, it was with my shadow. I got overwhelmed pretty much immediately by people, and everyone had a great time. Rustic Sash. That's good, that does more damage. Not exactly what I need with Poison Arrow, but considering these guys are actually poison resistant, that's another good reason to wait to come here a little later, is that I will do enough poison damage to eventually hurt them. Notice this is the level 3 area. So I am over leveled for this right now because I'm level 8. But that's just to make life a little easier for me. And there is Hellrake, or whatever you call her, who is ice spearing the crap out of me and needs to get out of that boat. She also resists chaos. So it's going to take a little longer than I'd like, and hopefully I don't get frozen. See? I'm how many levels higher than her, and this is still kind of a tough fight. Yay, medicine chest. Not a ton here otherwise that I'd want to use. Cursed Quiver. Actually don't have any quivers yet, so that's a good one. Lucky Orb of Transmutation, so let's just run back. Okay, so you all want to come out and play, that's fine. Yeah, so medicine chest, that's all well and good. Glad we went the right direction this time to just make it a quick run. And I gotta take a quick pause here. Okay. So we're just heading back, and we're gonna do one more little bit of catch-up work here as we just smoke all of those level 1 enemies there because we're a total, apparently, ranger badass. Now, I don't really like the quest that's associated with here because it's just clearing a whole area and the reward is just experience. I believe it's pretty minimal.
Medicine chest.
Whereas here we can get a quicksilver flask or a medium mana flask with something. I'm going to go for the quicksilver. Just because those never go out of style. Alright.
So, you managed to...
And then we kill another person as well. So poison arrow, fire trap, double strike, detonate dead, or dual strike. Easy choice here. Fire trap is a very good skill. It's one that's going to serve us for quite some time. And we have another place we can put it right now. So fire trap's going to be our Q skill. I will get bear trap as well at some point.
What little help I can offer is yours.
So let's just sell. Oh wait, spike bundle. That's a shield, isn't it? Yeah, we don't want those. Alright, and wait a minute, did I just see that right? 22% increased physical damage. They did buff the shit out of that. Alright, so our next goal is to go go to Submerged Passage and to fight our way back there, and then we'll work our way up the rocky climb. I know it means we're a little over, but doesn't mean we have to get style points or anything just to do this. We're just gonna run around, make little poison clouds as much as we can. I'm just gonna be focusing on a lot of AoE damage, and there's someone saying he saw his first rogue Exile level 17. Good for him. So far I have not seen one, but I don't expect to right away. There we go. Is that the... That's not what I want. Go figure I would find the waypoint to advance me to the upper submerged real quick. That would be fine if I want to go back to the ledge. I was a wee lad when I first laid my eyes on mine. Thanks, Path of Exile Global Chat, for once again delivering. So I said this is going to be a very straightforward encounter, since I am ahead of the game. But we will see what those chests have in case they have anything useful. Nailed Fist, not really. Scroll of Wisdom, always useful. And then, interestingly, I feel like I ought to kill some more of these things so that I actually get my stuff up. Alright, so bad routing. Let's turn things around here. There we go. Okay, dead end. That's where some of these areas, once again, maybe I should increase the alpha of the map, but I like being able to see everything here. So here's Fire Trap, by the way. It's supposed to be good. For some reason it doesn't look like it's triggering, though. There we go. That's what it looks like.
My mana is gone.
So yeah. Okay, that may be the other entrance that we don't want. That looks like the entrance to the zone. Yeah, we are looking for a hole in the ground. So we have found our entrance, we found our exit. We don't want to go to the mud flats. That's just where we were. But I did manage to level. So the fun part about poison and burning damage is that you can just watch everything die while you sit back and cackle. So I guess we gotta go this way. I bet it was just south of the waypoint. It would be typical of me to go the complete wrong direction. Lots of pretty little clouds here at the poison cloud. Yep, there it is. Alright, I'll just report it now. Thanks, mod. I don't know what that means. So here we are. What level's the zone? Level 6, so we're still over leveled, even though it's a side area, but we're just going to take on a big face crab. Said all pretty basic stuff as long as I don't get surrounded, which is exactly what I'm letting myself do. But this stuff's all gonna die pretty quick. Said I do like a poison arrow ranger, but eventually you do need to transition out of it. because it's not the best scaling skill in the world. Well, it does remain viable for a while. You just have to sit for a long time. And then if you get anything that's a bunch of humanoids, and you get a lot of that later on, yeah, they're all resistant to poison, and then you gotta go back to the drawing board. So we'll just get these guys to be our happy little friends. Thank you for running through the trap. Seems like I can't stack 3 traps anymore. Seems like I can only stack 2. That's a little different, but I mean, makes sense. I guess. Just looking for 1 crab row. So these guys are all gonna come for me. That's all. It's all fun and games until someone catches on fire. So we almost have our boss. The thing is that with this guy, there he is. He has 2 phases. He has a happy little curse that he likes to put on us just to keep us from moving very well. He resists elemental damage. Fortunately, I did get my flask earlier, so if I just don't actually hit pillars or
My mana is
barrels,
gone.
I can ideally actually do some damage. A deep dweller. Okay. So I can actually outrange that aura just a little bit. And set him on fire, and then you kill him, and he becomes a happy little scorpion. That resists lightning and does extra cold damage. Unfortunately, what that means for us is... Is he still slowing us down? Yep. We get a polar ring up there, which is good. We're going to be wanting some sapphire rings before Merveil. There we go. Talk to Tarkly for your reward. Always Tarkly. Alright. So leather scale boots. Those will be good. I don't actually think I have boots on right now. Okay, I do. They're energy shield boots. Let's go ahead and see what these are. No. Not too good. 1 medium mana flask. Let's go ahead and ID that. Yes, 50% recovery speed. That's pretty good. Darkwood Scepter, just gonna be selling you. Stone Axe, just gonna be selling you. Alright, so do I have a portal scroll? Yes. We might as well use it just to save us some runtime. I mean, portal scrolls, you will be able to get plenty of those, so. My next goal is to get to these 3 life nodes, so that's going to be pretty easy, just this 10 dexterity. Then when I level up again, it'll be 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to work our way down. I'm not going to get point blank yet, if I do. And doubles the chance of evade projectile attacks. That doesn't really seem what I want. My goal is to get some survivability stuff to go down the thick skin, and once again, I know this isn't hardcore, but this is... I still under the mentality of I can't do damage if I'm not alive. So that's kind of the start point for what I do in these kind of games. So we do have a mana ring. I am going to hold on to that ring just because if you save enough rings and you save some armor sets, you can make some pretty interesting things later on. So, switching out armor, because that's actually a pretty decent set.
Hello.
And just sell some goods. I actually could save some superiors here, because if I sell 5 superiors, I get something. I don't remember what, it's been a while. But we'll save our superior gear. Let's put it under tab 2. So yeah, any 5 superior items, if you sell them, you get, I don't know, a toy surprise in a box or something. I'm sure someone can post in the comments or say, it's this, obviously you knew, and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. So, Trap Gem levels up. Let's see what Tarkly has to say. Blah, blah, blah. You got a Granddaddy Crab, and we get a skill point. Sweet. Definitely a good thing to have. I don't know if they changed the reward or that's just the new reward, but that's way more appealing than what we used to have if I can just remember my home row keys. There we go. so a little more health never hurt anybody. And here we are in the skill tree so far. Apparently the Arranger skill tree, early skill tree, still needs to be reworked. The other ones, they have supposedly reworked them, but I haven't done too much investigating. But we are going to continue down this path, at least early, and then branch out once we get kind of through our initial moves, say down the thick skin, say down to some other areas. But this is Way to Fail, and that's all for now. I hope you all enjoyed this look at Path of Exile Anarchy, where one day we're going to be seeing a rogue exile. Probably not until Act 2, but let's keep plugging along so we get there as soon as we can. See you next time.